Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt from Fowl Valley. We're going to show you guys how to rustle coat some of these foam decoys here. We started using these a few years ago. Um, Foam's just far superior to those plastic decoys, and we really like doing them. It's something to do in the off season. They hold up a lot better. You know, you customize the paint and stuff. In addition to that, there's really nothing more satisfying than killing birds over something that you created and painted yourself. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Show you how it's done. So yeah, here's what you're going to need to do this. Titebond 3 glue. You use the Titebond 2. I like the Titebond 3 a lot better. Not much of a difference in price. It's like $1 or $2. So we spend the extra money. This stuff holds up great. No issues with the Titebond 3. 2-inch paintbrush. Get these at any hardware store. The rustle coating itself, it's the fine grit walnut shell, ground walnut shells. We get them Harbor Freight, 25 pounds. It's like $30, $40. Lasts forever. This is the original bin I've had for years now. So yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, there's no science to this part. You just take your glue. I start, one area. Don't cover the whole decoy at first. Get one area going. And don't skip out on the glue. You'll find in the long run, that little bit of extra glue is really going to help you. Just get it all spread nice and even. Once you're satisfied, just like that. Grab some more glue, start on another area. Again, no real pattern to this. It's just how I do it. Make sure you got plenty of glue on there. Not too much. That'll start running off. I'm just working onto the foam. These brand new decoys, makes it a lot easier. Glue goes on real nice. It holds up good. Just cover this whole thing. You might be wondering why we rustle coat too. Burlapping was the king of this back in the day, but this new way of rustle coating just holds up so much better. It's actually a little bit easier and cheaper too. But if you run just this foam decoy, you'll see after a season, the foam just gets dented and chipped away and beat up like crazy. So you need something to protect your investment, and rustle coating is the best way to do it. See, a lot of guys do the bottom there. They'll do the same thing. I'm one of those guys. I like the bottom. You don't have to do the bottom. See as much abuse as the top, but again, for the price and for the time it takes, to me it's worth it. You don't have to. Come in here and just shake it all over. You shouldn't see any glue when you're done. Give it a once over, see like that, it's a little bare. You're gonna want to hit that again. No real science to that. Just make sure it's fully covered. It's almost there. You know right away if you put enough glue on it, because see how it sticks nice? You don't see any glue in there. That's how you know you did it right. And yeah, you're going to want to let this dry for 2-3 days. You could let it dry a day, but I don't like to rush it. Before you put paint on this thing, make sure it's all set tight. You don't want to rush it. So when you get done coating it, you want to let it sit for 2-3 days before you add paint. You could do it a little sooner, but I don't like to rush it. You put this much work into it, take your time. Set it somewhere. It's got to be at least 60 degrees for it to dry. Nice dry area. You don't want anything crowding it. This is what it looks like when they're done. Like, these are ready for paint. Like I said, I do the bottoms. That's just any... We'll show you the paints later. Any old cheap paint on the bottom will work. Just make sure it's waterproof.